Halo sahabat love yang terkasih. Today, I want to ask you to be aware of people around you because lately, these last few years, I'm learning a lot about narcissistic personal disorder. It was wow when you already know all about this NPD. You never aware or never know there's something called NPD is appear in the world. So for you who are now a parents, or if you are a persons that soon to be parents, you really need to give a lot of love, attention to your children. Because if you don't, you're not only hurting your own children, you're actually also hurting the other person that your children's having a cross path with. What is narcissistic personal disorder? Narcissistic personal disorder is somebody that lack of love, lack of safe feeling when they are kids. So parents didn't make them feel safe in their childhood time. It is probably because the parents raised in a war, or the parents actually also not feeling safe, so doesn't know how to give safety to the children. So it will be less and less nowadays due to people are starting to aware about love, aware about safety feeling for the children. I love children so much, that's why I'm having this all of research about narcissistic personality disorder, and I come to conclusions that all of this is come from a war because of what world WW1 and WW2 people not really care about how do you feel as a children. People just need to care about how to surviving your life without being killed. It is the same trend like teaching the kids. Just be aware of how the kids is going to survive for a living. That's why the grandparents that we have is very strict, or maybe the great grandparent, and then it's going to your parents, then your parents never feel safe, never feel loved, and then it's going to you, and then you should cut it out. Don't let your children feel the same as you feel. You know, in the world there are a lot of people, there is a lot of humans, but the persons that really embracing love, really happy, is the one who have full of the love. That's why the kid is having such a good life, and then that's how sometimes we feel like why they are so good, they're having good life, and they are still having a good kids. It's actually because of they love their kids. They have time to love their kids. They care about their feeling, and then they have fulfilled whatever the kids need with the economy part. That is the things that I've learned. So a lot of us grow up or surrounded by narcissistic, but we don't even know. So narcissistic will be a truly great manipulator. They can lie, cheat, treat you badly, somehow manage to make it all seem like your fault. They will give you a silent treatment, doesn't want to respond to your message. There will be like emotional manipulations and control. They used to, or they want it so badly about power, and they will make you feel anxious and uncertain. So life is too short to waste your time on people who disrespect you, appreciate you, and value you. Sometimes we never know who is the people surround us. Just same like the theory that maybe you already heard about it. A can of Coke, the price is very different, even though it's manufactured in the same. So the price of Coke when you put it in a mini market or a convenience store maybe it's about $1, but when you put in restaurants, maybe it's become $5. But when you put in hotel, it's cost at $10. We are the king of cook. We wanted to have a good life, and we wanted to be appreciated. So we need to be aware our surrounding. Narcissists doesn't want a partner, they want a servant. Like for the children who has a mother of narcissistic, they will experience such a severe neglect that they develop. Then they have to protect themselves, so they have to reduce the damage of abusing that they're facing. They are not in a war literally, but they're living in a war. They have to be able to take care of themselves. They not have the ability to feel empathy. Instead, they wanted to control because they wanted to protect themselves since the kids. So if you're with a narcissist, they will never want to search for help. Narcissistic will thinking that you are talking nonsense, and then they are very much having a nice behavior in front of people that they don't know. The narcissist always having a two side of life. One in the front of people that very charming, very energetic. The other way that a real persons that always hurting you, hurting people nearby them, and hurting people who care about them. Narcissistic will always need something constantly new. New girlfriends, new wife, new husband, new house, new job, new city. They will not be surviving in the same situation for a long time. If narcissistic wanted to be with you, maybe you are incredibly empathic, caring, compassionate, considerate, and understanding. You love to save others, you try to save them. You give them the benefit of the doubt over countless chances, keep silent, hoping time would change everything. The more they took, the more you give, bringing a life into the otherwise empty existence. Deep down, they know you made them feel alive, but they don't have the ability to feel loved or be able to love because they hate themselves. They hated their life. They envy you. They envy your life, and they always focus on your reactions toward their action. They probably will buy you with money. They always make you feel guilty. Your partner is supposed to be your safe place, but narcissistic will make it as another battle in your life instead of providing a safe place for you. Manipulations are the great that they use to blame you for your reaction, for disrespect you. Narcissistic will never happy because they don't know how to love. They never feel loved. Nothing is ever enough for them, and they constant fear of being abandoned. But then they always push people away. They always have like depression and suicidal thinking. They always cheating, while serial cheater. While cheating isn't ever an accident, it's a choice, especially when he repeat or she keep repeating. Narcissistic, very lonely. They really do not have genuine friends. They are always bored. They have an addiction that keeps them away from the boredom. They have a very low self-esteem. Most of narcissists are cheaters. They sleep around randomly because of self-validations and really do not enjoy any intimation or any intimate. The narcissist can be master manipulation using guilt, anger, self-pity to control relationship. It is difficult to detect a narcissist because they are highly kindness, charismatic, or actually they are fake. They cannot feel your pain. They only can idealize you, they do not have the ability to love. They hated you when you pointed about how imperfect they are, or when you are pointed what they did. A narcissistic is someone who demands you to give up everything in order to be there and nothing. When a narcissistic cannot longer control you, they will instead try to control how others see you. So they will talk with the fake story that they make up, a story that never true. They will make up their story to make them look good and make you look bad. For narcissistic parents, they will hold affections or approval as a punishment. For the adult or your partner, they will hold to not contact you as the punishment. Narcissistic cannot have a long-term relationship because when you have a long-term relationship, you see the real face of them. So there's always a short-term relationship, or they only going to prostitute for them to have the relationship. They will apologize, but the apology is never sincere. So when you have a narcissistic person nearby you, if you are a woman, then you will have hair loss, headache, or migraine, and then you will have like rising mind or anxiety, thyroid imbalance, heart racing, moderate to severe weight or gain or weight loss, gain weight or you're gonna lose weight, and then your menstruation will be have kind of issue like a heavy periods. Things that you cannot enjoy with a narcissistic is like you cannot be friends with them, you cannot enjoy intimacy with them, you cannot find peace with them, you cannot share good times with them, you cannot feel safe, you cannot be comforted, you cannot find true love with them. Sometimes we didn't know that we attract the narcissistic because we have trauma bonding with them. We feel the same feeling. Maybe we are not as bad as them. So if you are actually listen to this video or audio till the end, for sure you are not empty, because empty doesn't want to hear all of this. Narcissists normally are very smart person. There can be many words until you ask them why their action don't match their word. They actually can be full of silence. Narcissistic will do to you the things that they would not want you to do to them. They will accusing you being crazy, being negative, for suspecting things that they actually doing or actually did. They wanted you to be okay with them, with their action. If you want to be with them, you have to accept who they are. They don't want to change. One of the most confusing things about narcissistic is they don't treat you badly all the time. They're trained to explain yourself in any different way. And they always manipulate you when you're asking something to hold them accountable, and then they will say like this: I didn't tell you because I knew you'll ache like this. They call you jealous to their phone, jealous to their friends, jealous to their iPad, YouTube, because they're actually the one who jealous on you. They lie to you, they cheat on you, they disrespected you, they abandoned you, they twisted every argument, they made you doubt about yourself, they isolated you, they stole from you, they blame everything on you. For example, you are co-worker with your narcissistic partner, and then he left his job, and then he will blame you. Is that because of you I left my job? In fact, last 10 years probably he never quit his job with head high, but then he will just blame you for everything. But you don't know it at the moment. You know it after 10 years later, after times like you spend with them, and then you just realize that okay, it wasn't on you, it was on him or on her. he actually never leaves the job with head high. Narcissistic hit you with shame, false promises, accusations, isolations, manipulations, control, games, silence, betrayal, gaslighting, lies, abandonment, insecurity, criticism, and claim that they did nothing wrong to you. They will say that I am good to you. They don't want your opinion. They only want you to agree with them because they cannot take any criticism and they don't like to hear any honest truth. They don't want to discuss their action. They only wanted to provoke your reaction. They don't want to talk about them. They only want to talk about how bad you are. Treating them, they love to play the victim, claim that you're crazy. A narcissistic love to impress or would rather impress a stranger than care for their own family or people who are really close to them. They will impress the people and then care about what people talk and think about them, while they will never see that people anymore. They will manipulate you for your way seeing things. They destroy your self-esteem. They're controlling you, controlling your clothes, controlling your thought, controlling your friends. And then they say that you are the one who controlling them. For you who fall in love with the narcissist, you have to know that you didn't fall in love with the narcissist. You fell in love with who they pretended to be. If today is your birthday, they will destroy your birthday. Because if this is your birthday, it is going to be you, the one who be focused on centered. Narcissistic want it to be centered of attention badly. So they will destroy your birthday with the things that you care the most. Let's say, for example, they will cheat on your birthday. They go to prostitute on your birthday. If they're kids, they will destroy your cake on your birthday. They don't like your birthday. They're upset about it because it is not their. If you catch a narcissistic cheating, they'll never trust you again. Narcissists do not pick a loser. They always pick the best, the smartest, the most capable, and the most giving people. When they accuse you of something, actually they are making confession about what they did to you. They will avoiding accountability and twisting the narrative to suit their own need. They maintain the sense of superiority and avoid facing any uncomfortable truth about themselves. On the top, they look like they are very extrovert, confident, charming, sociable, caring. On the bottom, they're actually jealous, bully, pathologist, liar, afraid of loneliness, heartbreakers, no empathy, addicted to social attention, addicted to something else, and they have no quality friends. They don't act abusive in front of everyone. They can act like very caring, loving, and people will say that you have the best partner in the world. Then make sure that other people see how they loved you. For example, when you are in a phone call, in Zoom meeting, they will just kissing you in front of everybody. But when there's no one watching, they'll scream at you, shoo you away. They have extremely fragile ego and they are incredibly sensitive. Nobody will trust your name more than someone who afraid you tell people the truth, which is a narcissist. If you are having a narcissistic parents, they will have like a conscious individual. They don't want you to dirty their hands. They want you to be seen as noble, generous, kind-hearted parents in front of others. And they really don't want others to see them for who they really are. They are cruel, they are selfish, they are self-centered, they are greedy individual. They have zero empathy toward their children. They will say to you like, I'm done with you, get lost. Or your partner will say to you, take me as who I am or leave. This is a very much narcissistic sentence. The narcissistic parents don't discard their kids in physically. They're doing it mentally. They put down their kid. They hold their affections, attention, and they just ask the kids to leave. No matter what you do, your parents, if they are narcissistic, they're always thinking that it was wrong for you. Narcissistic is always have like a backup plan. You will never be the only one. They always actually constantly have one or two other person beside you, probably for chatting, probably for calling, making sex, having fun, because a person that just know them will only see the good part of them and they love it. They love the attention. When you need narcissists the most, they will leave you. When you cry, they will abandon you. When you're sick, you never hope narcissistic will come nearby you. They don't want to do anything with that. If you are with a narcissistic, for sure then you are a spare. You are not the only one. Because narcissists are stupid. They think they are smart. They think everyone else is stupid. They will reject people who genuinely love them. As soon as you are go no contact with narcissistic, they will leave you. They will never feel sorry to whatever they hurt you. They cannot handle a healthy relationship. They simply do not know how to treat other people with empathy and respect. Narcissistic will hurt you, blame that, and act like you hurt them. They will lie, cheat, destroy the entire marriage, and blame you for the divorce. Always two sides of story, narcissistic version and the original story. And according to the new research, or according to my new knowledge, they said that the narcissistic will getting worse at night. Maybe it's because too tired of pretending the whole day, and at night it will come out the real him or her, or it's maybe because at night they consume some alcohol, and narcissistic will going to show their true self at night. By the way, there is a lot of support group for narcissistic. If you are a victim for narcissistic relationship, you can go and join a lot of support group, or you can share with us in here and we'll be your supporter. So make sure that you raise your kids well, give a lot of love to your kids, so we are going to cut down narcissistic number in the world. Thank you for listening.